3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Waylon Rhoads. Hey Waylon, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Well, of course. It's been a while since we saw you, but the last time we talked about your jewelry and your creative talent. This time it's a little different, but we're still talking about some creative talent, right?
Yes.
And that is the Midsummer Arts Faire, which you are the VP of the board of directors, right?
That's correct.
How'd you manage that?
I was recruited.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed some fresh blood in the gang, so I decided to join up.
Awesome. Because you're relatively new to Quincy, is that right?
Been here since 2019.
Okay. So
that's relatively,
it's relatively
new.
newish, yeah. So taking this on, we'll get into any surprises you may have encountered in a little bit, but just a lot of work, right? Because you have a lot of artists that are coming together to kind of create this event for the rest of the community.
That's right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's the 20th year, by the way.
Is it?
It's the 20th anniversary of this event.
Okay. So now, is it the same? Because I kind of get some of these things confused. Is it the same as the Q Fest? Is it is it taken over for it?
Well, from what I understand, the Q Fest was like a rebranding of the Midsummer Arts Faire.
Okay.
To try something new. But then I think they just switched it back because that's what people know that event as. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So Q Fest. They did, so Midsummer Arts Faire was first, and then kind of Q Fest kind of came in to maybe rebrand a little bit, and then went back.
The case. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong. We won't hold you to it.
Yeah,
I just get confused because I'm like, well, I know some of.
Do you remember it being Midsummer Arts Faire before it was Q Fest?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
I think I'll say kind of, but I do remember Q Fest mostly because that's when I was kind of more involved with things.
Gotcha.
So if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Either way, it's kind of the same gist, right? It's a gathering of artists. Is it in and around Quincy artists or mostly just local?
It's the region, general
Gotcha.
region. I think there are people that come from, I think as far as like 5 hours away.
Really?
Yeah, from Illinois. And then people I think there's a few artists that are near like St. Louis area.
Okay. So then it's all media, right? All different types of...
Yeah, painting, ceramics, just all the arts, basically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it's...
Crafts.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of people making stuff, essentially.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's all original, all homemade stuff.
Correct.
You're not going to find...
Nothing like bought in stores.
Gotcha.
This is like unique by the artist, the maker, the designer,
Which is so cool.
That's something that you just don't, that's what makes these events so special, is that this is like the only place, this or other events, but like these artists, they come here, they work however many years at this passion they have to create these products, and they bring them here to Quincy and this event, and the more people that come, the more that they are supporting these artists, so that they can pursue their passions and live their best life.
Absolutely. And, as someone who's not artistic, I can go and, speak directly to these individuals and kind of pick their brain on certain things. And also, when you have the opportunity to actually speak with the artist, kind of what was going through their head, if you're interested in a piece of their art, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When you get to meet the person making what you're buying, that's a really special time.
Yeah, that's very cool. And also, I know you have GTF, Gypsy Tango Foxtrot, live music,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So real quick, before we get into more of the details, because I do want to get back to that, what are the dates?
So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Okay.
Yep. Friday, I believe it is, I think 5:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
Saturday, it's 10 to 5, and then Sunday, 11 to 4.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So then Gypsy Tango Foxtrot plays Friday night?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know times? Not off the top of your head? That's okay. We'll have a schedule somewhere, I'm sure.
I think they're the only ones playing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing like the whole show
Well,
on
sweet.
Friday.
Excellent. And then aside from live music and, of course, the artists and their creations, do you have stuff for kids?
Yeah, we have arts. We're gonna have a tent, Art for All.
Okay.
And we have the Children's Museum as well. They're gonna have
sweet.
a tent that people can bring the whole. This is a family event. We want it to be a community of people that can feel welcome to bring their whole family.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all weekend, so yeah, stop in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then food. booze?
Yeah, we're gonna have food. We're not gonna be serving alcohol.
Okay.
But I was just told this morning that if you want to bring your own alcohol, that's fine.
Okay.
Just don't have it in glass containers.
Gotcha.
And just
Kind of like
respect
blues.
the park. Don't
Yeah.
litter. That
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So are there food vendors or is it?
There are food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. We'll have, I believe, up to 5 food trucks.
Excellent.
There's like we have a small committee, so I'm not up on everything.
That's okay.
All the logistics of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have food. We're gonna have like drinks
Yeah.
but non-alcoholic drinks.
Gotcha. But you can bring your own as long
Yeah.
as it's not glass, and do please be respectful of that. We don't want a few people to ruin it for all of us, right?
Correct.
And yeah, get out there and enjoy. Now, if because of course we don't expect you to have all the specifics, but if somebody were looking for some kind of a schedule or more information, where would they go?
They could go to, I believe it's the Midsummer Arts Faire. There's a Facebook page we have, and then midsummerartsfair.com
Okay. Perfect.
or
Yeah.
midsummerarts.com.
Okay.
One of those two.
Yeah, but Facebook is normally where people go just
Yeah.
to find, what's going on, and yeah, see what artists are going to be featured there, and go shop, go support, go have fun,
Yeah.
take your family out. We mentioned the weather; it may be a little warm, but that's never stopped anyone before, right? Just take your little fans, and there's plenty of shade trees.
Yeah, and we're gonna have the fountain on.
Perfect.
So if you want to be ready to get wet, you can swim in the fountain or
Perfect.
and
Run
then,
through.
we might have like misters and stuff, like a cooling tent.
Yeah.
Because that was my big concern. Because I went to checked it out last year, and it was miserably hot.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to help look after artists and make sure that they have all their needs met, that they're like not suffering too bad in the heat, or if there's like an extreme weather event, I want to make sure that we have the protocols in place to make sure everyone is safe.
Yeah.
Because as an artist, I've done shows before, and I just know that there are a lot of variables that are unforeseen that can occur, and I, especially in this area, with the instability of the atmosphere and Midwest weather, it can be
Absolutely.
Unpredictable. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
To say the least. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're thinking about all that stuff, because of course the safety first.
Yeah.
Fun, of course, second,
Yeah.
because it is going to be fun. Go down, support your local artists. Go have some fun. Go take the family. Midsummer Arts Faire, Washington Park, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Go check out live music. Go eat some great food, and yeah, support the local talent.
Yeah. Come on down, guys.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be fun.
It is
It's gonna
going to be
great.
fun, and you can handle a little bit of warm weather, right?
Yeah.
I think we all can. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Quincy. We're tough. All right, I think that does it for now. Waylon, thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Ashley.
Coming up next, Coffee Talk with Ashley and Britt B. Stay tuned.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
And welcome back. Now it's time for
Coffee Talk.
I feel like we're getting better. Listen, somebody said it needs to go down, so I'm really accentuating the
I just say it.
crescendo. No, is that up, down? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, it's Coffee Talk. What's going on?
A lot's going on.
I know.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. You had to come get me today because my
Yeah.
Jeep is out of commission.
And I sent you the GIF from
It's awesome.
Jersey Shore.
Cabs here.
Cabs here.
Cabs here. To which I'm eternally thankful because I wouldn't want to miss Coffee Talk. This is like the highlight of my week. Seriously.
Speaking of highlights of the week, that's usually what we generally try to talk about on Coffee Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday's headlines were based on the Quincy City Council meeting.
Yep.
Thank you, David. Thanks, David.
Yeah. Thanks, Davey Dave.
One of them was about what we talked about last week. So actually, people might actually listen to us.
I hope so. But
or
yeah.
they realize the obvious too that we kind of realize. But what I'm speaking about is the development. There were two developers, one local, one not. They went ahead and approved the local, I think unanimously.
The Sears.
Yep, for Mr. Tom Marks. And then the other one did get tabled. It's tabled for, I think, a week.
Yeah.
So it's not off the table.
But at least it's not impulsive.
Yes.
And that's kind of, I was speaking to one of my friends this morning, and, you know, I was like, it's awesome that people were going to speak and have their voices heard. Of course, we want more people to speak up on both sides, but it's nice to know that people are either hearing us or are willing to have their voices heard.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not going to take complete credit. But we were just asking,
Listen.
we're like, does anybody listen?
Yeah.
Maybe they do. I don't know. We made some good points.
I think so.
The other topic that made headlines was about also some speakers that were in the house that night. It was over the topic of the animal control contract.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a little bit of a big deal because it was set, I believe, to just be awarded immediately to Western Illinois Veterinary Clinic for a total of, it's like 4 million or something like that.
Lots of dollars.
Yes, over a 5-year contract, I believe. So one of the speakers that came up she was the director, I believe, of Homeward Bound.
Mm-hmm.
And one of
wagon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she was there. I also believe there might have been a Quincy Humane Society person there, both of which are non-for-profits, both of which said, hey, like, we can apply for grants, fundraisers. We could do this for a lot
We're
less.
interested, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't we know about it? To which, that's when I guess it kind of went back and forth. I'm not trying to make enemies with Mary Ann Irvine. She's the purchasing agent, and she claimed that this was posted at City Hall. It was posted at City Hall and on the Herald Whig.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was posted online.
We all know how many people go to City Hall and read Herald Whig.
Yes.
That's a knock. I'm sorry. But,
also, you can apply, to receive these bid emails 4 months in advance when, like, they actually go out, I believe.
Yeah.
However, the Homeward Bound speaker said, we've been looking for these emails, like, diligently, and we haven't seen the email. Again, my big thing, just like when we have meetings that the public can attend, why wouldn't it be posted just Facebook?
Yeah.
The thing that everyone looks at or something. Yeah. Why just was it I'm not sure if it was on City Hall online from David's story that I read. It said at City Hall. How many people, like you said, walk into City Hall? Just the in general getting the word out there on bids.
Also, I would be curious to know if the bid comes up the same time every year, because if so, then some of that liability falls on the other organizations to go in to make sure they're in the know,
Yes.
right? So if it's the same time every year, then they could mark their calendars, oh, I need to get in there and place my bid, or do, RFQs or however that goes about. But also, yeah, what I was talking about earlier is how many organizations are there that could have won this bid, because it seems like it's a relatively low number, that it wouldn't have been hard to say, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
It's coming about. We need to get your
Give
bid.
everyone that email, not just, I guess, interested parties.
And I'm not trying to stir the pot, but sometimes it seems that there's a little bit of, I don't even know if it's favoritism, but politics come into play.
It is favoritism.
Okay, so favoritism, politics, whatever you want to call it, but it's not normally in the best interest of the taxpayer, right?
Yeah,
Because
and
if
that's
could have
what
done
they-
it- If they
yes.
could have done it for less money, of course we want that. But then I'd also have to know what is in this contract. Like,
Yeah.
what does it include? And how much then, liability goes on this organization. And because I know that I've seen Sally and other people physically from the Humane Society actually going out catching at least cats,
Yeah.
right? Then having them spayed and then releasing them back and blah, 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 blah. So I know they're putting their money where their mouth is, their effort. I don't know anything about Western. I'm not saying that they're not doing the same thing,
Yeah,
but I'd like to know kind of the process. And
I think they have been the facility for the last 5 years too, and I think a lot of the community will say that animal control in general is there's a lack thereof.
isn't there like one or two trucks?
Like it doesn't. I think there's one.
Yeah.
and
And
there
I
might be
think
one person.
Lost Pets of Adams County should get all that money because I feel like they do more.
Because they're posting on Facebook.
They do it. Yeah, they do a better job of connecting owners with pets and making sure that these animals get the care they need. Whether it's being taken to wherever.
Yeah.
Or
I will say
but
the Quincy Police Department does that too. I don't know if they're posting to the Lost and Found, but I see like on their page, I'm
Yeah,
lost.
some
Do
of-
you know me?
Yeah. They get taken there.
Yeah, and then
Or they go pick 'em up.
That's where I think they're posting, and you can find them at
Yeah.
Western. That's,
Yeah.
So they're
I
doing
gotcha.
they're doing a good job at posting on Facebook. I just
Gotcha.
I'm not saying like it has to be on Facebook, but
That's where everybody goes. That's what I was just talking to Waylon about. That's
yeah.
where everybody goes for information.
but the Herald wig, I don't know. No one.
Let's be nice. But I've already no, I'm kidding. But if you want to get the word out, there are ways to do it effectively and efficiently, free, right? So if it's not being awarded for political or favoritism reasons, then you would think it would be easy enough to find.
Yeah.
For anybody who's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm not saying it's not, but maybe, I don't know. I think that we've seen this before, so that's probably
Yes.
why
Well,
we
that was
think
what
that.
came to mind
Yeah.
right away. Was the yeah.
It's the power of deduction, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily 100% proof, but we can deduce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final headline is today is Juneteenth. We are celebrating a relatively new federal holiday.
Uh-huh.
It came about, I believe, during COVID. It is the celebration of the news that to the slaves, I guess in Texas,
Uh-huh.
that they were emancipated or freed.
Yeah.
Because after emancipation, there was still slavery because there wasn't the internet. You couldn't just post it to Facebook.
Yeah, they were kind of the last ones to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't really know how the snail mail worked or if it was word of mouth or
Yeah.
what it was. But they knew quite some time after. And this date commemorates their knowledge.
Yeah.
And what
I
you
wonder
said
how they
was,
knew. Finality.
Yes.
So, and I don't want anybody to like get on me about using that word, but I think it's like the finality of actually having someone enslaved
In
during
America.
that, right. But I wonder how they knew that there were still slaves in Texas, because without all that, you'd have to just be like, oh, I think I heard.
Yeah.
Maybe we should travel down there.
Yeah.
And free them.
Yeah.
Right. Which is crazy. But yeah, Juneteenth. So we actually celebrated over this past weekend. They had this celebration.
Yeah.
And drove by. Of course, we were on our way to my in-laws, so we didn't get to stop, but my kids were yelling at me because it looked so fun. Like, they had a petting zoo and bounce houses and, of course, speakers and stuff, on the more important side, we'll say. But definitely had a great turnout.
Good.
Yeah, it looked to be, yeah.
I like to hear, the community support for that, because this is somewhat, I don't want to say controversial, but it
touchy.
is, because you'll mention this and some people let their true colors just blatantly shine when they talk about it. It's kind of crazy. It's on the Facebook. Like, if somebody's posting about this and there's some hateful things,
warriors,
it's just, it's interesting that it is very dividing, it just shines true colors on some people. The person or entity that I'm questioning right now.
So what is the reason for the conversation even? Because you would think Juneteenth, right? It's a federal holiday.
It is a federal holiday.
So does that mean that...
But our city today is not technically recognizing it.
Now, what does that mean?
They're still open for business.
Okay.
So all federal holidays, it's not mandatory that all government bodies follow them, but it's kind of respected, or
would be respectful if you followed suit.
Yes.
Right?
So the county is closed. The courthouse is closed today. They're observing the day. Banks, your snail mail, that's all federal. They are observing the day. And of course, the state of Illinois is observing the day.
Absolutely.
But the city of Quincy is open. So when we said the community support, I don't know. I feel like this is one where in a touchy or a divisive type topic.
Yeah. I wonder what their reasoning is.
I have no idea.
Lots of potholes. That should be that's their only reason, right? We're out here out here doing the work.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because if I don't see you guys out, I'm gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just a little strange.
It's just something to touch on because of course we like to stir.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
But
if
just
there
like
wasn't
the coffee,
if there wasn't stuff to be stirred, we wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
I
do it. We just call attention to it.
Yeah. I didn't cause the shit. I just stir it.
I love it.
And if you need your shit stirred.
Yeah. I don't know if that's quite the advertisement they were looking for, but it is true.
Listen, when I am old, and
if you need regularity
in your life,
no, coffee does it. Any coffee, right? Not just EFB. EFB happens to be the best,
absolutely.
Not only because they sponsor us, but because, like I've said before, the Electric Larry, it will get you on your toes. It'll
fire you up.
It will, yeah.
If these topics didn't fire you up,
yeah, the Electric Larry definitely will.
And if that doesn't, you're probably dead.
You might be dead inside. But definitely, yeah, I guess, right here, maybe let's do some takeaways. Go to City Hall if you want to know what's happening, right? Yep. Also, if you have something to say about the developments or how how your tax dollars are being spent, go have your voice heard. Because I do think it's not Coffee Talk doing it.
No, it's the speakers.
It's the speakers that go and
that have the balls to get up there.
They put a pause on some things. I'm not saying that it'll put a stop to it. And of course, we're talking about the 54th Street development. But if you're willing to go have your voice heard, I think you definitely should, because that's what we need. We the people, right? Mm-hmm. Not the other way around. So, also. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Is it legit to say happy? See, here's other things I get.
I would think so, because it's
It's a celebration.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, happy Juneteenth. Stay tuned for more headline coverage from your favorite coffee talkers, because we evidently know everything, and if we don't, we're going to stir the pot anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
Catch you next time.